Hey everybody, how we doing today? Bit of a breezy day today, but that's okay. I want to go out and do a little bit of testing, specifically on the quick release anchor system. I probably won't find a good area to do it in current, but I think with these winds, it's going to end up being the same type of pull on it. Plus, I think it might be a little sloppy out there, which also might be good, so I can kind of gauge the front anchoring to see how much wave action affects the front, because that's always good to know, especially if you're going out to the reef for anything. And play a little bit more with the live well. I'm going to take my one fly rod, that's just it. I might do some mangrove cruising just to see what's around on the wind protected areas. But yeah, just do more launches on the boat launches, so I get more efficient, and more efficient I am, the more I'll use this thing. So I think we're just gonna go to the 53rd Street and just go from there. So that's the plan. Well, surprise, 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 no boats are out today. I don't know if that's a good sign or not, but I think I'm gonna go all the way up front, dump it, and then back up over here and park over here. That should be my spot right there. No worries, we're in no rush today. All right, loaded up. Only thing I'm gonna do, since I'm gonna be dropping this off, I'm just gonna put the skiff a little bit to the side, out of the way. I don't think any other boats are coming, but just in case. So I got my mushroom anchor, I could just drop it over the side and let it sit there. But otherwise, I think we're ready to roll or float. Let's get this guy off of here. Note to self, don't try to hand carry this down after you put sunscreen on. That was painful. Couldn't get a grip on it. Should have used my body dragger, but I didn't. But oh well, that's why. Every time I launch, I learn something new. All right, just to keep this thing out of the way here. Ooh. Just gonna put it to the side here and drop the anchor. That's slippery as hell, holy crap. Slippery. Got to remember that. That wasn't good. All right, let's go park. All right, anchor cape kept me safe there. Drop my stuff in there. I got my quick release anchor system anchored in here, as well as my 360 lights in here, and my dip net for baits is there. So we are ready to go. Just did a live well check, and it's already self-primed, so we're already good there. So that is handled. I think that is definitely fixed and ready to roll, so very happy about that. Now we just got to work on this anchoring system. So let's go find a spot. Well, this is not going to work. That's the only channel right there that goes through Marathon from Gulf to the Atlantic. So it has a lot of pull. So the water is flowing that direction, except the wind is blowing this direction. And because I'm on this, it's neutral. I'm not moving at all. So that won't be good for the anchoring. I wouldn't really need to anchor. You can see I'm not moving. It's just perfect wind against the tide. So usually the current rips, and if there wasn't the wind, I would be skyrocketing that way, but I am not. I'm actually losing to the wind. All right, plan B. Ooh, this is gonna be perfect. It's a little soft, no holes in it. That's exactly what I needed, a bailing bucket, plus it's for dumping water in and flushing stuff off the deck. It'll come in handy once I start going after bait, because I'll empty my cast net there, pick through what I want into the live well, and then I could just scoop water and just flush all the excess off of there. That way I don't get a lot of weeds and crap in there and baits that I don't want. So that's perfect. Like it to be a little bit sturdier plastic, but It'll do. Man, they should call this the Treasure Coast. I think that's like a big old fuel jug. There's a rain barrel over there. I don't know if this is an old Cuban hole or what this is. Yeah, it looks like it used to be. Probably. I don't know. Or the inside of some sort of boat. Got lots of buckets. Big buckets over here. I'm actually pretty good. I just needed this bucket. And actually, I'll have to see. Oh, there's a bait one. Oh, that one's got cracked. Got ripped open. That would be for mullet, but those big old holes. Pinfish maybe. Got traps. No, that's not a trap. That's just a carrying container. That's a nice bucket. That's a big boy bucket. I just don't need that. There's another commercial carrying box. That looks like some sort of gear there, neoprene gear. There's a raft. Man, look at all the treasures. This is, well, not here, but I think a little bit farther down is where I got my fillet table top. That was a nice find. But yeah, this is definitely the Treasure Coast. Oh, that's someone's walkway. All right, back to finding stuff. Here we are at the swimming pool. Something rippling over there. That might be mullet. But I find pilchards over here as well. It's a big drop off. It's basically a quarry pit. All that there is some sort of bait. Thinking mullet. Well, there's actually more mullet than I had figured. There's two different schools here. That's all full of mullet there. See them going that way and around. I just don't need any at the moment. I can get a better look at them. Plus, these guys are pretty smart. They know they're in this deep water, so they'll just dive. Yeah, so you can see underneath there. Quite a few of them. I think there's a second school over here. All right, moving on. Gotcha. Oh. Deploy. Pilchards, right there. Good pilchards. I found ya. What to do when you find a nice clump of pilchards? Yeah, that's a nice pocket of them too. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any fish or any semblance of fish, so it'd be kind of a waste. But I can test out my live well, but it's got all these dang weeds in there. It's gonna foul up my net, but I really should do this. All right, let's do it. All right, we're all set up. I actually, because the wind's blowing this way, I went upwind, put my anchor in the back. That cleared the front, and now I'm facing into them. They're all right there. I'm just kind of waiting to look to see if there'll be a open patch without all these weeds, because I don't want all these weeds. So if I got a non-weedy section, I would go ahead and dump them straight in there. But if I pick up these weeds, which I think I will, then I'm going to dump them right here. And then I've got my little bait net. I'm going to scoop them and just put the ones that I want in the tank, because otherwise that's just going to be a complete mess. So I think I might want to let some more line out. So I can get a little bit closer, and we'll let the wind do that for me. And then I'll try to, I mainly don't want those big clumps or these ones, but they're just right in that whole section. You can see them sparkling, but they're not freaking out, so I'm just taking my time. All right, I'm gonna hit these guys. Right there. Stay right there. Oh, I got that clump. Dang it. Dang it. Well, I got flashies, but that was kind of okay. Got a lot of weeds. I don't want those weeds. Oh, that net's gutted. Oh no. They're swimming away. Oh, I guess I just gotta one at a time them. Oh, this is a mess. That was not good. All right, that's good enough. The rest of you guys got to go. Get out, get out, get out. You and all your weeds, get out. No weeds. Get out. Oh man, messy, messy. Get off the boat! Get off the boat! Get off the boat! Oh, my gas tank was stopping them. Alright, now they can get off. Now get off! Get out! Get out! Get out! No free rides. Oh man, that wasn't good. Well, it's good, but man, weeds are bad. Oh, I gotta clean up this thing now. Oh, there's more. Got to go, got to go. Well, the only good thing out of all this is that 1/4-inch mesh. I didn't gill any of those pilchards or small baits that were in there, so that's a bit of a plus. And there we go, everybody's happy. Made kind of a run out of there just so I can get some open water. I wanted to kind of clean it up, but everybody's frisky and happy. Live well's working, drain's working. Water's clearing up, getting rid of all those little bits and bobs. Let's see if that'll clear it up faster. Alright, time to work on the anchor. Alright, we've got our quick release anchor system. We've got our anchor chain, rope, goes to our rope wind on, and then to our float, and then our loop, and then the second part is attached to the front of the skiff there on the eye-ring, and it's just an open piece of rope there. So there's two ways to deploy this. There's a controlled way where we're going to predetermine the rope, we're going to throw the anchor over, we're going to throw in our rope winder and the buoy, and then we're going to slip it on the rope all in one motion. Okay, so that's kind of our controlled. We can actually loop it through like this beforehand, and all we're going to do is throw the anchor over and let the wind push us back and run the loop up to the front, and then that'll lock us down. So we're going to start off by releasing the amount of rope that we think we need. So I'm just going to do a little bit more, not super deep right here, but it's the best we can do. Put as much rope as I want, put it through the clip. Now it's locked in. I'm going to go ahead and put the buoy and the loop on the rope, so it's ready to go there. So now all we have to do is drop the anchor over the side, throw our winder, throw the float, and then just because we're blowing perpendicular to help us kind of get straightened, I'm going to use my kayak or my paddle to straighten us out. It's going to run down, and then what I'm going to want to do is give it some slack so it's not all the way tied up to the front post. Run it on my C-stop, and we're locked in. Nice. All right, so here is the quick release part of it. Okay, for whatever reason I'm done fishing, I want to go home, so I want to pick up an anchor and leave. I could actually just fire up the motor, run forward. That float will float along the top to the side. I can grab it, grab the anchor line, pull it up, and not even release this. That's just the standard. Even if you just tied off to the front, you could do that. But we're talking situations where it's more of an expedient issue, whether it be emergency, big boat is coming towards us, or big floating log is coming down the river, or the positive circumstance, we hook up to a big old tarpon or a shark and it is running and we need to go chase it. Okay, either one of those circumstances, quick release, all we're going to do is we're going to unwind it like that, and then we're just going to throw it off and it's just going to unwind itself. We're not going to do anything. faster the current, the faster it's going to unwind. Now we're totally separated from the anchor. We don't have to worry about it because it's got the float. I'm just going to turn us at an angle, and what that's going to do is going to bring the rope around. I have this, which makes it easy, but then I could recapture the rope. Just put it out of the way, and then I'm free. I'm getting away from that ship that's about to hit us, or I'm chasing down that tarpon. So I'm totally free. Anchor's not going anywhere, so you don't have to worry about it, and we're all good. So that's the quick release anchor system in a nutshell there. All right, so we're gonna pick it up. We're just gonna run by it. Try not to run it over. There we go. Throw it on board. And we pull up our anchor. Shake it off, get clean, and there we go. So we're back to square one, and then I'm going to show you the second way that we're going to do this anchor system, actually to deploy it. All right, so this is going to be the second way to deploy the anchoring system. This especially comes in handy when you're first starting out, or you're in kind of some rough waters. Maybe it's really fast current, or it's a real choppy day. You're not real comfortable about tying up to the anchor. So this is the way we're going to do it. Okay, basically the same thing. The only difference is that we're not going to tie up to it. We're just going to get it ready, figure out our spot. We're going to throw it out, feed it out like usual. Instead of running on the rope, we're just going to let it go. Okay, we're totally separated, don't have to worry about it. We're just throwing it overboard. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to loop back around and idle up to it, and then we're going to run the rope through the hoop, and then that way we don't have to worry about getting stuck on it. If that first time doesn't work out, we just let it go, do another loop until we're comfortable in a good situation to tie up to it. So let's do that. Okay, there's our buoy. So we're going to want to prep for it by taking the rope, and we're just going to run up to it, reach over, grab it, put our loop through it. We have no rush because the current is going to push us back. Throw it to the side. We're starting to drift back. I can actually, since I've got time, I'll go ahead and tie it off. And it's going to do the work by itself. And there we go. And we're locked up. Okay, so very low risk, very good if you're not confident about anchoring up in any extreme conditions. Just throw it overboard. Let that part get set, and then all you got to do is ease up to it, run it through the loop, and you're back on the hook again. Same thing if you catch your tarpon, you come back, put it through the loop, and you're right back in the same exact spot, and you're good to go. So there we go. So one of the things I can also do, it's a bit windy, so it's not the easiest, but I'm going to just paddle forward. Just so I can grab it. It's in the slack area there. I reach down and grab it. Ugh. Bring it on. I can just undo the loop, take it out of that loop, and the anchor system is ready for the next deployment. So there we go, quick release anchoring system. Thumbs up. Check on our Pilchards. Yep, everybody's still happy? Yep, everybody's still happy. we made a long run. Let's see how the baits are doing. Oh, everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. I don't see any dead ones. Any dead guys down here? No. All is well. Still pumping. Nice. Be free. Be free. All those scales come off so easy. All right, let's drain this guy. So that's basically the level that it'll naturally go to without any incoming from the pump. So unless well, I'd have to put the plug in after, but yeah, there you go. That's what it does. All right, all loaded up, looking good. Oh, except for that thing, I got to tighten that down. I keep forgetting. All right, let's go home.